Hey everyone, welcome back. I've been trying to do more of these gacha trailer reaction videos more recently because I went a little bit without getting a chance to do them, and I've been catching up more on them. And then after I caught up on a lot of the main ones, I did all the ZZZ newer trailers. I did all the what was I thinking? Did I do the Wuthering Waves ones? I think I did Wuthering Waves ones. I did the Honkai ones. I did the Genshin ones. So now that I caught up sort of with those trailers, I kind of had this open slot. And I remember some people saying before, hey, you did some Honkai Impact, the third videos a while back. I think I just did maybe one video, maybe two. I think it was probably just one video on Honkai Impact 3rd. And some people said, can you do another one? Yeah, like we there are animated shorts. Maybe you want to see the animated shorts. So literally all I did was search Honkai Impact 3rd animated shorts, and there was a playlist. And so I just took a bunch from the playlist. And so I think what I'm gonna do is that there's quite a lot actually here. There's maybe like, I feel like the amount that I have here is like 2 videos worth of content. I originally was like, maybe I'll do it all in one video, but like I'm doing more than a video every single day, and so I only have a certain amount of time in the day. So so I think it's more likely that I will split this up into 2 videos, but we'll see. We'll see how I end up going. I'll start recording this video, and then we'll see how I feel halfway through. But I feel like once I get to the halfway point, that's gonna feel like an appropriate length video. Now, I don't really remember too much about the Honkai Impact 3rd trailers we watched. I remember like tiny little bits, but we didn't really get into like the meat of it. I remember I was just mostly like getting the vibe of stuff, and that's all we're gonna be doing today, right? So obviously I'm not going to be able to follow like what's happening in the story or like the continuity between them or anything like that. We're just here for the vibe of these trailers, to see what these animations are like, to see any like story that I can pick up from it would be wonderful. Sometimes I watch these trailers knowing nothing about them and get very attached to them. Sometimes I watch them and I don't know what's going on, and that's fine. That's kind of what these reaction videos are about. So yeah, we're going from oldest to newest, and we're just gonna see how we go. Now, if there's any videos that I miss or anything like that, I apologize. Just politely tell me in the comments, and maybe I can come back around to it in the future. And if you like these videos, please support the videos. I'm a small channel, so your support means the world. It really, really helps me out. Liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel. If you like my vibe, I do a lot of other videos. I've started Naruto reactions recently, so I absolutely recommend you go check those out, because they're great. They're great reactions. Otherwise, I have a Patreon account, full-length early access, exclusive videos. Let's jump into this. This is Honkai Impact the 3rd. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna start with this one, which is I think the earliest one in the playlist. It's called Will of the Herrscher, Honkai Impact 3rd animation, Song Befall. Now, this is HoyoVerse, so I'm hoping that there's like no copyright on these. Like it's a song, so I'm hoping that there's no copyright or anything. But if it ends up being muted or there's cuts around it or something, it means that I had some copyright issues with it. But it shouldn't happen, I don't think. So let's check out this video. Are there... Oh, there are subtitles? Good. Oh. Oh, it's not in English, so it's good that there's subtitles. I've just realized. Oh my god. It did say song, right? Is this the start of a music video? Oh my god. I hear what may be a song starting. Oh my god. That angle. Wow, she rolled far. Jesus. Ooh. Okay. That's right. This game had like a mech suit theme, didn't it? I now only just remember little bits of it about this game. Whoa, well that's kind of cool. I like the little tendrils coming out like tentacles. Without having ever watched it, it feels like a Ruby villain to me. I've never seen Ruby properly, other than like a couple episodes. It sounds like the song is in English, even though the trailer's in Japanese, I think. They kinda, the mech suits with the pink on them remind me of Palkia from Pokemon. So you're just wiping out humans because they're evil? Oh no, it's personal for you, I guess. Oh, you are the Honkai. I've never known what Honkai means, so... Because the bits I've played of Star Rail, I don't think I've mentioned what Honkai means. Whoa! That's pretty sick. It was kind of like Gilgamesh from Fate. Just having these like circles appear in the air and destroy everyone. Jesus. Scorch the land. Damn. Okay. It's pretty cool. Okay, that's a cool start. I mean it's like the earliest animation they could possibly have. So like theoretically you only go up from there. I think the like, you know, the mech fighting wasn't like super advanced or anything. So so, you know, like it was mostly the cool stuff was like the main villain woman or whatever. But yeah, it was a cool little introduction. But you know, as I said, that was the earliest one. So let's see what we got next. This one's called Reburn, and I like this girl already. I like her design. So let's check out. Now, there's no subtitles on this one, so I'm hoping it's in English. But maybe it also just won't have dialogue. That's also possible. This looks like just a regular modern looking city, which I didn't realize we'd be seeing. Thought we'd be seeing more space looking stuff, you know? Come back here, this video. Don't be so stubborn. Oh. It's in Chinese? I mean, the voice acting? I knew that the text was in Chinese. Okay, there's no subtitles. We'll just go without subtitles. Oh shit. That's sick. This looks kind of familiar, but I don't think I watched it. Oh. Awesome. Okay, I don't remember that. I feel like I haven't watched this. You know who she looks like? She looks like Eve from Bang Dream. I think that's her name, from Pastel Palettes in Bang Dream. Oh my god. Jesus! Send the train flying up. Is he wearing a Santa hat? Oh, she's gonna jump through that train, please. Oh, a magical girl transformation. Yeah, focus on her ass. Whoa! Yeah, baby. She's still transforming. It's actually quite a long transformation. Nice. Attack on Titan moves. Or Shadow of the Colossus. Oh! Ooh. Pretty sick. It really looks like his head is like a Santa hat. Each lead dick. I don't know what that means. Okay. Okay. Pretty cool. I liked that one more than the first one for sure. I liked the you know, that was a cool little small battle. I mean, yeah, the scene of like the train being thrown and then she goes into the transformation sequence that like goes through the train. That's kind of cool. And oh yeah, I mean, I think the best part of the trailer was her doing that like time stop, or like slowing time to a crawl, and the Coke is there, and she like gets this drink, you know, this cola, and she like puts it all back in the can and then drinks it and then floats it above the trash can. Like that's a good bit. That's stuff. That's good stuff. I like that. So yeah, good stuff. That was Reburn. Let's move on to the next one. This one's a 6-minute one called Cyberangel Zero Exception. So let's check this out. Does it have subtitles? No. Well, it has auto-generated ones, but no, it doesn't have proper subtitles, so. Ooh. Cute. Okay, it's got inbuilt subtitles this time. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot those two characters were in this game, and they're also kind of in Honkai Impact. Oh my god, I love those colors. What the hell is this? Looks skin colored. Are they big hands? What are they? No, it's just like... No, it's just big stripes. Whoa. That's cool. I like the transformation being like via butterflies. She's got a mech suit thing. Now, does she get in the mech suit, or does she... whoa, whoa! Her legs turn into skates, that's what happens. Or is the mech suit gonna be like a stand for her? Like a JoJo stand? Oh! Animation on this one definitely looks better. I like this music. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, there's a mech suit up sequence. Turning into a motorbike? That's awesome. I like the song. I hope it's not copyrighted. Oh my god, the splits. Whoa! Oh, right into the chest? Oh, into the head? Where are we going? Honkai critical. Oh! Blew up his head. Aw. I like it turning back into the mech suit and like grabbing her hand. That's cute. God damn. I like her relationship with this mech suit. It's kind of cool. This is very nice. Is this still going, or is this an outro? No, this is still going, I think. It's just given me like 360 shots of this crystal. Well, that was cool. I liked that. It sounds like this could be a ReZero ending song. Even down to the visuals, kinda. Like, I could absolutely see a ReZero episode ending in this song playing. That's so cute. Ah, she's a gymnast. That makes sense. Oh my god. Well, this is cute. I like seeing all the pictures and stuff. I prefer that to seeing a 360 camera going around the crystal. Damn. Oh, hang on. Okay. Well, that was it. That was that. That was cool. I liked that. I enjoyed that. I think it could have been short. Like, there are things that they could have cut out. Like, as I said, that like last bit, I feel like they're making the most of the song, but the visuals weren't anything special for the most part. But then when it got to like us seeing the pictures of her like growing up through her life, that was really cute, you know? I really enjoyed going through these pictures, but I'm kind of a sucker for for the whole, like, you know, going through someone's life and seeing all the pictures of them. Like, I love that trope in endings or in any types of videos like this. I just love seeing photos from people's lives, like fictional people's lives. I don't want to see your photos, but I want to see fictional people's lives expressed in photos, because I think there's a lot of cool character work you can do just by showing photos of people, not just because you can show them doing stuff that shows off their character, but also like the fact that these photos exist. Like, think about why they exist, and that might show you, you know, like a person who is the sort of person to like take a lot of selfies, that's a certain type of person. So they have a lot of photos of, you know, them taking photos of themselves. But what if someone's not the type to take a lot of selfies? Like, why do they have those photos? Well, this one might be because of their family. This one might be because of, it's just a picture from when they went to school. This one's whatever, you know? And I feel like you can get a lot of story from just still images very easily. It's great. But anyway, there's some good stuff there. I mean, there was some great animation on the stuff, and I think her mech suit turning into a bike halfway through is the coolest thing we've seen so far. So that was enjoyable. I liked that. All right, next up we have Honkai Impact third animation final lesson. Let's check this out. I'm not going to be assuming these are in English anymore. I'm now going to expect them to be in Chinese with hard-coded subtitles, I imagine. Yep. These hard-coded subtitles. I'll just make sure it's in 1080p. Jeez. Oh my god, she had some boobage. Like, they weren't trying to cover him at all. Pretty sick. Wait, this is Japanese. Why is it now in Japanese? I'm pretty sure it was Chinese before. Wait. Is this... Is that the girl from the first trailer or not? I'm trying to figure that out. I think so, yeah. She's got the flappy... She's got the flappy little scarf things coming off of her. Wow. So I imagine she's the main villain of the game? I mean, didn't she call herself like the Honkai or something? Oh! Whoa, that was pretty sick. That was cool. It like went into her defenses by the looks of it and teleported to the other side of her. But it still shook her a bit. I'm guessing that you're not gonna defeat this villain in this trailer. Awesome. Oh, this woman's pretty badass. And you're pissing off the villain. I just can't help but think of this villain like Gilgamesh from Fate. She reminds me a lot of him in different ways. God damn, man. I mean, the villain's having to try by the looks of it. Whoa! She like hit space. So wait, hang on. Her name's Himiko? There's a redhead girl in Honkai Star Rail that's named Himiko as well, right? So it's not only Bronya and Seele or whatever her name is. This song's pretty dope. Jeez. No. Whoa. So is this one of those situations where the villain, we're trying to save the villain as well as defeat her, you know? Whether she's someone that they knew and has been taken over, or... And then there's just credits. Didn't expect that to be credits. A lot of credits. That's why this video was so long. Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, that was a really cool trailer. That was really cool. I liked that woman a lot. Himiko. I like her a lot. And the battle was sick. And I think, you know I keep making the comparison. And I didn't do a disclaimer at the start, but sometimes I do a disclaimer that says, a lot of the time when I'm watching stuff, I tend to compare it to other things quite a lot. It's just kind of like my love language. It's the way that I talk about things that I enjoy, is I compare it to other things that I enjoy. And so, like, whenever something reminds me of something in my head, I just say it out loud. But, like, imagining her as, like, Gilgamesh from Fate, I think the reason I think about it is, like, she seems invincible. She's like, sort of floating places, or just like standing there, and just with the wave of her hand, she can make all these like circles appear and destroy people, and seems like insanely powerful. And also like referring to people as worms and stuff like that, right? Like it just feels very Gilgamesh-like from Fate, which is a compliment, because I think that made me more invested in the scene. Because I was like then imagining like, okay, because I don't know much about her character, I'm sort of like putting I'm getting myself invested by, putting my own ideas of what the character could be onto her, and then that gets me invested. So instead I was just imagining it was Gilgamesh in that position, and was getting more and more agitated that she was being outdone and overtaken. And so it was like putting more, like trying not to look like she was trying too hard, but putting more and more into it. Anyway, very cool. I liked that a lot. Kind of sad ending, very sad ending, but it was cool. Okay, we have one called. Now I never remember how to pronounce her name, because I know it's not just Seele. I know her name, like it was like Seele or something along those lines. But I can't remember exactly what it is. So I'm going to avoid saying her name. But it's based around her. And I remember really liking her in Honkai Star Rail. But it's a different character, I assume, here. But I think people maybe explained it to me and I've forgotten. Anyway, let's watch this trailer and see what it's like. Okay. Is this... Is that her and Bronya? Is this Bronya? I don't really remember what Bronya looked like in this game. Damn. Oh god, weird, gross hand things. Another ReZero reference, but it reminds me of the unseen hands in ReZero. Oh. Oh, grab onto the, like, the goo. It is Bronya. Grab onto the goo and drag her. No! Oh, that's pretty dope, though. Like, that's a way to save her, is you gotta cut the goo. Damn. Oh, I think you were just saved there. Jeez. And this is back in Chinese, I think. Damn. Take me to the sea, it's Attack on Titan. Aww. I really like this music. And these camera angles are cool as well. Whoa. Oh. Okay, you're activating like the darker version of yourself? Whoa. Oh, she turned into a huge scythe. And your eyes turned red. Did you save her?
Bronya 姐姐，是你吗？
Sounds like you've saved her.
Bronya 姐姐，这一次我们再也不会分开了。
And then, of course, there's the credits again. Anything after the credits? Or even during the credits? No, the credits just have... Oh, it's like... You can see them in the background there. That's cool. Anything special here at the end? To every captain in Honkai Impact 3rd, thank you for your lasting support and company. That's nice. I imagine captains are what they call players. Okay. That was it. That was cool. I liked that. I mean, it was a very simple... At least, I mean, I can follow the story there in one way or another, you know, that I can see that Bronya saved her and then she was determined to go back to save Bronya, despite, you know, having to use these dark powers to go save her. It's very nice. I like seeing that those two's relationship with one another, especially since I remember, like, I don't remember much about it in Star Rail because it feels like ages ago that I played it in Star Rail. And I played it in a pretty short amount of time as well, so it sort of blurred together for me. But I remember really liking their relationship in Honkai Star Rail quite a lot and getting very attached to it. And I think I cried over it a little bit. And I think, oh my god, I think not only did I cry over it, but at the time I was recording it. I think I've recorded every session that I played of Honkai Star Rail and I've posted them to the channel over time. And I think I remember recording, like, you know, the really emotional scenes of those two, and I think I lost the footage at some point of a lot of their important scenes, I think. Or maybe I didn't lose the footage of their important scenes. Maybe it was just a climax that I remember I lost the end of that chapter. But maybe, and I think maybe within that was included some important scenes of theirs, which was very sad that I lost that, because I remember being very emotionally attached to it. But yeah, anyway, so it's cool to see these versions of the characters, however they are related to the other versions of the characters, like see their relationship with each other, and it's very cute. And I mean, a lot of these early trailers seem to be focused a lot on those characters, so I wonder, like, if that continues to be the case all throughout the game's lifespan, or if as it goes on it's moving to different characters and this is just like this section of the game is focused on them. But yeah, very cool. Okay, next up is Bronya, the Bronya trailer. So we just saw the trailer for Seele, whatever her name is, Steel. But now we're gonna watch the one for Bronya, which, I mean, the previous one had Bronya in it, so will this one have the other girl in it? I don't know. Let's check it out. Was that Japanese again? Whoa! Oh, this is cool already. Yeah, I love when characters catch the gun in the air. Oh, fucking sick! I wish it was a higher resolution trailer, because otherwise it's awesome. Oh my god! Hell yeah! Oh, that's sick! Something about the momentum of that scene reminded me of Red vs. Blue when they did their fight scenes, like the animated ones. I guess I was Monty Ohm, so I guess probably early Ruby's the same. Monty Ohm was really good at momentum in the fight scenes. Oh! She's dead! Whoa. Oh. She seems pretty legit, man. Like in the previous trailer when we saw her fighting off the goo and saving Seele. And now, oh, I love the like pencil drawing style there for a second in the impact frame. Oh, that was it? Damn, that was a... Hang on. There is a bit more. Oops, I was just hiding that. Okay, is that it? Yeah, it is. Damn, that was a really cool trailer. That was one of the shortest ones we've seen, but it's probably the shortest one because they put a fuck ton of animation into it. It was really sick. That hallway scene was dope. It like flowed really well from one thing to another. I really like fight scenes like that as well. You know, just where it follows the person, and yeah, as I said, like it has a great sense of momentum. Like each of her moves are flowing into the next one really nicely, and like even something simple like she knocks the guy back at the end here and then pushes him against the door at the last second. Like she's being very frugal with her moves So instead of like knocking someone out and then picking them up and dragging them over the door, she knocks them into the door, and as she knocks them out is also pressing their head against the door. It's great. It's really cool. I love that shit. Great. All right, next up, Meteoric Salvation is the name of this next one. I don't know what that... I don't know if there's any purpose to which ones they put yellow and which ones they put white. Meteoric Salve. T-O-Asian. No, probably not. I think it's just a style thing. Okay, let's check out Meteoric Salvation. And it does have subtitles, which is good. Or, I don't know. I don't know if that's good. I just tried to put it in 1080p. Maybe that was a mistake. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Oh. Oh, it's like Mirror's Edge. Dope. Whoa. Okay, these shorts are starting to get really good with their movement. Oh yeah. Yeah, like the momentum from one movement to another is really good in these trailers. Just feels like it flows really nicely. That's Chinese again. But I think the last trailer was Japanese. So I'm curious. Oh my god, the boobage. Okay, so this is the Eve girl. I thought so. I say the Eve girl because she looks like Eve from Bang 3. This is pretty dope. I think she's one of my favorites that we've seen so far. Oh. Oh my god. These are like fucking Sonic villains, I feel like. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Wait. Oh, cool. She kind of does the same thing that Dialin or whatever her name is in ZZZ does, by the looks of it. She's got like these portals and... Maybe I might have made that comparison last video. Because that comparison sounds familiar. And it's like a Bayonetta thing as well, right? You just have like your giant fist come out of a portal. The Honkai energy. Oh, shit, what's happening? Aww. So Himiko... Did Himiko actually die in that trailer before? Like, I know she was falling seemingly to her death. But geez, she's actually dead? And did she die in the game, or did she die in a trailer, or was the trailer in the game? I like this little insert song. Oh my god. Oh shit. Well, that was pretty sick.
这就是我的承诺。
Well, that's a cool city. I like the look of that city a lot. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, is that it? But there's still a couple minutes.
What is reflected in my eyes? Now the moonlight and the starless midnight. The showers on the people passing by. One is so small when the world's so wide. Every step forward that goes aside. I reach out for the halo far up high. Deeply engrave my memories. Tell me not forgotten indeed. Someone has come before is waiting me.
I really like the song. Although I feel like these trailers always want to make the most use of these songs, so they do a lot of establishing, you know, not establishing shots, but a lot of these sorts of shots, which are mood shots. Whoa, that was cool. Dope. Yeah, they've been doing that a decent amount where it's like towards the end of the trailer they clearly want to have a certain moment or use a certain part of the song, and so instead of like editing the song to like fit the trailer, they like make a trailer that fits the song. Do you know what I mean? So it's like they have a lot of shots like that where it's like just building up, but they don't have much visually interesting happening. Now this is gonna be super obvious to people who know this, but like I just need a like is this girl, I guess there's her with the blue eyes, huh? But I was just seeing like they're the same person, right? This girl and this girl, but like especially her. Oops. Okay, well that's annoying. I was just getting to what I wanted to see. And this girl here, which I think would be really obvious to people who actually know this game, but to me, I'm still figuring it out. Well, yeah, I want to see her like post touching the Honkai thing. You know, once it's like sort of transformed her. But I don't know if it'll give me a clear shot of her, because I mean, she's got the white eyes. She has the little tentacle scarf things and the pink down her cleavage. Yeah, I think it's the same character. And I think it will be obvious, especially like you'll be like, well, how'd you miss that? Because they were calling her Kiana or whatever. But you know, sometimes it's hard to put names to faces when you're watching trailers like these. Like it's hard to pick up on what seems super obvious in hindsight when you're getting so much information out of context. But I had said in a previous trailer, I think in the one with Himiko in it, like, is she actually, you know, like a person, like a person that they know and like or whatever that's been like corrupted or something? And that's looking like the case. Like this. Is this trailer here like the origin, where it's like, this is her, you know, this is how she became that because she's touching this Honkai energy or whatever it is, you know? I don't know, I'm piecing together as much of the story as I can. But yeah, in that case, you know, like I already said that I liked her quite a bit from like this trailer and some of the other ones. And then I kind of discover that she's the same one as like the big bad that we've seen, maybe, or maybe she's not, and maybe I'm wrong about that and people will be laughing at me. Anyway, cool, let's move on to the next one. This is Lament of the Fallen. That's a cool name. You gotta live up to that name now. MiHoYo anime. Oh. Okay, it's her again. I don't think I recognize this black-haired girl.
我是不会让你走的。就凭你这奄奄一息的样子，就凭我的拳头。
Oh. Damn! That was between the legs, I think, that shot. Oh! Damn! The white-haired girl gives me very good protagonist vibes, you know? I feel like I could... Oh, I feel like I could watch a show following her. Oh, Jesus! Her head going right towards that bench. Oh my god! Guess that shows that she's really fucking strong. She just doesn't look it in comparison to this girl. Jesus, man! It's like Mihawk vs Zoro. Oh my god! Ah! Did it just activate the BBEG version of her? Yeah, it did. Holy shit.
你一直都是这样，明明已经遍体鳞伤，却还要勉强自己笑着。
哦，
你拯救了我，拯救了大家，却要独自去承担所有的痛苦，甚至付出生命。压抑，这是我的使命。
Interesting.
拯救世界什么的大道理，我也懂。
Oh, so...
压抑。
Okay, so she's got one blue and one orange eye there. I wonder, can she like control this?
我只知道，在我心里，比起这个世界。
Oh, I like those pictures. Oh my god, this is sick. Holy shit. The visuals here are dope. Oh.
那一天，
Oh.
你向我伸出了手，
Well, she fell off a building, or did she jump off a building?
我的命运就被你改变了。
Because that would be a very different implication if she had jumped off a building and she saved her.
最重要的人，如果拯救你是一种罪，那就让我来当这个罪人。再见了 ，Kiana。
Oh, whoa! Is that mech suit a dragon? What was that? Awesome. Is that the end? No, there's still like a minute left. Oh, it's their credits. Okay, great. I'll just go to the end because I might. Aw, look at those pictures. Cool, man. That's very cute. Please witness the future of the girls together. In 2020, okay, so we're up to 2020 now in these trailers. That's kind of crazy actually, because I felt like we were way earlier. Okay, that was nice. I really liked that trailer a lot. I like this little fight scene. I feel like I'm very slightly learning more about how this story works, or how these characters, like, you know, their relation to one another. I think if there was like a criticism that I had, it's that, like, and this is something that I feel about, like, especially a lot of like older animations of stuff, but this isn't even that old. This animation specifically, if this is supposed to be 2020, is that, like, I feel like they can. It will give a feeling of like emptiness, in that, like, it's very clear that these two characters are the only ones in the world, like rendered in the world. Like all of these trailers, I guess except for the Bronya trailer. I feel like the Bronya trailer, there were like a lot of guards and stuff going on. Like that kind of felt like a bigger world. But a lot of these ones, it's clearly like there's two characters, and those two characters, you know, I don't feel like there's a greater world around them. And so I always can't help but think that, you know, obviously they're just rendering these two characters and there's like no crowds anywhere. There's no civilization. Like sometimes, you know, I don't know how you fix that, but like, just, especially like the very first trailer, like it looks like they were kind of in a, I don't know if it was like a city, but a big area, you know, a huge area, and there's just like no one for miles, right? And so it just like feels like a sort of an empty place, but that's understandable. I'm not like, there's so much stuff that does that. But I just think, like, when you compare it obviously to their later work, to Honkai Star Rail, to Genshin Impact, to ZZZ, like I don't think I've ever felt like that with those games. I feel like I've always felt like there was a greater world around it, you know? Like I always felt like, yeah, we're seeing this part of the world, but like if we turn the camera this way, we'll see lots of people, or we'll see, you know, whatever. But yeah, that's a very specific thing that's like, it's hard to, because I feel like the clips I've seen of like early Ruby, I felt like that as well. And it's like hard to, it's hard to not do that unless you have like a really professional thing, or you're really good at setting the stage, setting the scene. Sometimes it takes like establishing scenes of like seeing, you know, crowds of people on the street or whatever, and then you move up and you see them on the rooftop, like something like that, you know? But that's like a very small, that's like almost a nitpick. But I really like the like, I feel like I'm really coming around on these characters in this story. I feel like I wouldn't play this game because I feel like the setting isn't like something I'm super interested in. Like the sort of like mechanical stuff, the mech suits and all of that. That doesn't like super interest me, and I've got 1,000 other gacha games to play. So I don't think I'd ever actually get around to playing Honkai Impact the third, unfortunately. But I am enjoying seeing these characters sort of, like, I feel like it would be one of those things that if there was just an anime made of this game, and it was just like a, you know, straight adaptation of the game story or whatever, I'd probably watch it and I'd probably enjoy it a lot. But yeah, anyway, I think we continue, and I think I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so this is the 9th one. So we'll do 9 and 10, and then I'll wrap up the video, I think. So this one's called Shattered Samsara. The word Samsara sounds familiar, but I don't know why. Or I don't know what a Samsara is or why I know that word. But it sounds familiar. Ooh. Okay. Another person fighting against Kiana. It really does feel like Kiana's the protagonist of this. Is she like just like the full protagonist of Honkai Impact? But like, She also seems like the BBEG, you know?
到此为止吧！可恶，怎么可能？怎么可能？怎么可能打成这个样子？你们两个就不能老老实实听我的吗？
Ooh,
可恶！可恶！
this movement's cool.
你们傻瓜！白痴！
Damn. Oh my god, did that just... Oh my god, that just fucking cut that huge sword in half.
什么挡我的路？什么要帮那个废物？为什么？
Damn. Oh my god.
明明都是班长。这是班长的
Who was?
提安娜，控制你的力量，回忆起我教你的。
Ooh, that's cool. How it's like fading between the two people as she's doing the move.
神者变化之极，
Cool.
妙万物之为本。
Oh my god.
结者也，太虚剑气，神韵。怎么可能输给这家伙？班长从来不是失败者。谢谢你，提安娜。绿者就交给我了。幻境即将解除，你回去吧。这一次大概是永别了。等一下，班长，应该还有其他办法。或许吧，但这是我的使命。
I feel like we haven't seen that character in these trailers yet. She seems important. I mean, she seems like a mentor figure to Kiana. So I'm just like surprised that like in these trailers it looks like she's controlling these powers, but in those initial trailers it looked like, you know, something had taken her over. So can she sometimes utilize it, but it sometimes takes her over, or maybe that is just is her? Oh my god!
我经历了太多的背叛和欺骗。班长，我绝对不会欺骗你。丽雪只能陪你到这儿了，信任我的人也都被我殃及。我很强的，不用担心殃及到我。
Oh my god! The transitions from scene to scene here are crazy.
最后，我还是孤单一人。我不会让你孤单一生的。
I do really like what we've seen of Kiana. Oh, this incense song is crazy.
你怎么会在这儿？如果封印被破坏的话，落死的。
Aww.
那我就再打爆他一次。从我身边逃走，门都没有。
Cute. The world is ever changing. I've grown accustomed to parting in despair. I have lost touch with time. I struggle in the Samsara only in the hope of advancing my mission. Whoa! That was sick. And then cool walk cycle animations. Who are you? You're cool. Everything changed here and now. Damn. That was cool. That was a cool trailer. I loved the insert song there. Like, I felt like it really set the mood nicely. And I mean, yeah, seeing her, like, it seemed like she was breaking through a seal to go save that other woman, and then being like, fuck it, I'll take whatever the consequences are, I don't care. I like Kiana from the bits that we've seen in these trailers. Seems like a nicely complex character, and she has that good, like, protagonist combination of, like, seems like she's really sweet and, like, always smiles and is someone you want to follow, but at the same time very powerful and has stuff she's struggling with, and, like, gets frustrated and angry when faced against people who are, like, pissing her off. Like, you know, she's got that good combination that really works for a protagonist. And yeah, she's really entertaining to watch. But I'm surprised at how much it's focusing around her, you know? Like, I don't know how this game works. I don't know if there's, like, if she is the main character, as in, like, you actually play as her, like, in the same way that you play as Lumine, or you play as fucking, why can't I remember the other names of the other characters, like Belle and Wise and ZZZ, like, in the same way that you play as those characters, but you still, like, switch out to other characters. Like, I wonder if that's the same case here with Kiana, or if she's just, like, a really important character in the lore. Like, maybe she's, like, the equivalent of March in Honkai Star Rail, where she's, like, she's a sidekick, you know? But, like, she's still a really important part of the story, but she's, like, you're not playing as her. She's, like, with you. I don't know. But it's really cool when they give her so much focus. All right, we're gonna be ending on a very simple trailer. This one is just a 1 minute. I imagine this isn't gonna be like a story thing. This is just gonna be a silly slice of lifey video. It's called Cooking with Valkyries Spring Festival special trailer. But it's a 1 minute trailer, and it was in the little playlist that I had, so we'll end on that. Aw. 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 Well, I really like this. I love little videos like this. Pepsi? This is straight drinking Pepsi? Like, not a fake version of Pepsi for their universe? So this is it's product placement. It is! Oh, that's so funny. Cool. That's really good. I like that. That was fun. It was so simple, but that was fun. I mean, I just like slice of lifey trailers and seeing characters just hang out and eat together and have, like, funny little things like that. That's cute. All right, well, that was my reaction to Honkai Impact, the third animated shorts. If you want to see my reaction to the rest of them, I think I got about halfway through the ones that are here. So if you want to see my reaction to the rest of them, please make sure to support the video and you know, like, comment on it. There actually might be more than that. Maybe, I don't know. Because it's hard to know if I have more trailers to go or not, because I don't know if I imagine the playlist has been updated on their official channel. But yeah, anyway, if you want to see more, support the video, like, comment, subscribe. You can go to my Patreon account if you want full-length early access and exclusive videos for a lot of the videos on this channel. And I've started Naruto reactions, so go check those out as well. Or the One Piece videos on my Jent Watches One Piece channel. There's so much content of mine that you can check out, and hopefully that you enjoy. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.